Hi. Good afternoon, good morning, good day, good everything. Good day to be alive. It's good to be here, to be able to create something that wasn't here before and do it out of love and do it out of just nothing but the goodness of my heart and soul and share it with you. And that's what I want to do. So, I don't really know what I'm going to talk about, but I just wanted to put out there that I believe in the good things, I believe in the good things that life has to offer, and I believe that if you really truly genuinely want those good things, then I don't think that your pain that you go through is for nothing. I like myself, I have to believe that all the pain and everything that I've been through myself, it's all plain. It's all, there's a meaning, there's a reason, in meaning behind that. I didn't go through all that stuff for nothing. Just all the pain that you're going through right now, or have been, or anything, I don't think that it's for nothing. I don't know exactly what is going to happen in the future, and I have no control over it, and neither do you, and stuff. Nobody has any control, but we do kind of have a little. We can choose, this is what we want, and we can kind of put out there that this is something that I genuinely want, and I'm going to make the most of what I do have now, because honestly, you can plan and stuff like that for the future, and you can want all these things to happen, and they may not go exactly the way you want them to. So that's why I think that it's best to just be thankful for what you have now. Think about that in the moment, in the present, and just make the most of what we have right now, because who knows what could happen, and we can't go back to the past. So I just think that it's really important that we just be grateful and thankful for what we do have. And so I just want to take some time to just think about all the things that I'm thankful for, and just, I am so incredibly thankful for my life. I'm so thankful for my life. I'm so thankful for love. I'm thankful to be able to love as much, just the way I do, not even as much as I do, and then for the quality of my love, I am constantly growing and learning and improving and doing my best to improve, and I'm just really grateful that I am here to be able to share myself with people. And I'm so incredibly grateful to God, and just because I believe in God. I don't know how other people feel out there, but it doesn't take away anything from you if you don't believe in Him, or if you do, or you don't, or have a different person that you worship or something. And that's all you, and I completely support you believing in what you believe in, just as long as you are loving and kind and don't hurt people, and don't somehow find pleasure in hurting people and their pain and stuff like that. Then we're okay. I can respect you a lot more than if you were just no, you just want everybody to suffer because you're a mean person and you're suffering yourself. And I hope that you heal, and I hope that people heal. And there's just so much out there. There's so much out there, and I'm just really grateful to be here, and I just am sending everybody love right now. I don't exactly know like what topics to really talk about other than the thoughts that are going on in my head. But one thing that I've definitely been thinking of is relationships and how I am just so fucking grateful. Like all the relationships I have, family, friends, people that I've dated, I am so incredibly grateful for them. I am so incredibly grateful for the love and the lessons that they've taught me and just to love better. I believe that I love a lot better than I ever loved before. I don't even, I know I loved before, but just nothing, just the quality of my love now is just so authentic. It is a reflection of me. And I'm not perfect at all. I'm not perfect at all, but I just really want other people to find in themselves happiness and love that they feel like they can't really have unless there's somebody else there to give them that type of love and validation. Because all that love and everything that you're searching for, and it's already inside of you. And I know it's really hard to remember that because there's just so much going on and we get so stuck in our heads, and then just when something happens, it's hard for us to really accept change and really accept that things are different and accept the way that things are. But no matter what happens, for me personally, I'm just nothing but grateful for the love and everything that I've created with people, and just to be able to say that yes, I love this person, no matter what happened between us, oh yeah, that person, I love them with my whole entire heart, body, mind, soul, every fiber of my being. I love them, and I just want them to be happy, and I genuinely do. And it's so easy to say all these things, but at the end of the day, I think that that's what love really is. I think that if you could just turn your feelings off for somebody, then I don't think that you, I'm not that type of person, but I don't think that you could just turn your feelings off. I don't think that you can just say you love somebody and then not. I don't think that it works that way. You know what I mean? Not unless you really didn't feel that way about them, So I'm a believer in love, and I believe that things will always work out for the best as long as you genuinely want them to. I think that, yeah, you can try to fight, you can try to fight the way that things are and stuff, but, don't fight yourself, don't fight your feelings, don't fight them in a sense of you know how you feel about something, someone, anything. Don't turn your back on the love that you had for them. You guys may be fighting, you may be fighting and it's vicious and you're just saying a bunch of hateful things, but then just stop for a second, go for a walk and get all of you, go for a walk to the point where you're sweating and you need some water, and then go home and get yourself some water, and then sit down after 30 plus minutes, get a good walk, okay, and just really try to reevaluate what's really important to you, prioritize, think of the priorities in your life, what's really important. You have a house, you have kids, you need food, all of those things that, okay, so food, shelter, But like, you're fighting with people. You know, these are your people that they're part of you. You know, they're your family. They're your loved ones. And I think that you really need to talk to them openly, like literally, like genuinely communicate with them and let them know, like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is what's going on with us. And like, just make it work. Like, do your best to make it work. Don't give up. Don't run when things get tough. Like, you need to literally sit down, stop arguing, stop having hate in your heart and just anger and all that stuff. Let that stuff go, because at the end of the day, like, do you want this person to die, like, knowing that you are just mad at them? No, I don't think so. I don't think that you built what you have together so you could just throw it all away because you're fighting over something like bills or like things like money and stuff like that. I think that, you know, like, yeah, like money, and like we could stress about that stuff, but you know, at the end of the day, like, I'm so fucking happy to come home to you. I am so incredibly happy to come home to you. And even if, you know, it's fine that you didn't make dinner, you know what, I'm gonna make dinner. You know, like, it's okay. You had a long day, you're stressed out, you know, I love you, I care about you. Like, all the stuff that we have going on, it's nowhere close to as important to me as you, your existence, you being in my life. And I'm so grateful for all you do. And I don't know, like, that's just how I feel about it. Like if somebody doesn't want to be with me, I'm not gonna fight them to try to convince them to not want to not be with, or to want to be with me when they don't want to be. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think that that's right. I think that if you really genuinely want things to work out, I think you'll work them out. You will put aside your ego, because that's what it is. When you fight and all those things, like, you need to swallow your ego, and you need to really, like, what is important to you? What is important to you? What means something to you, to the point where if it wasn't there anymore, like, you know, like, what makes you feel like yourself? What makes you feel more yourself? Who is there to encourage you to become everything that you need to be? Like, what do you have in your life that makes you happy to at least be alive, to the point where, like, yeah, even though today is like really horrible and stuff like that, like, thanks for making me laugh. Like, somebody that's funny, somebody that's a light in your life. Like, we really need to work on communicating better and just do better at things, because I think that we just focus so much on what's going on with us, and we don't really see what else is going on out there, because there are people dying out there. There are people that are suffering, and they have wars, and they don't have their family anymore because they just got blown up. Like, what is important to you? And if you didn't have that person in your life anymore, like, and if your life would become better if that person wasn't in your life anymore, then, like, okay, like, but you need to figure out what's important to you. And I just don't think that people should give up so easily, not unless you've really done absolutely everything you could. Like, if that other person, not necessarily you, but if that